Oh shit, there's a final boss. There's a final boss. The Echoes of Lilith. Plans now. As in, like, the game? Probably I'm gonna go do the Capstone dungeon. I mean, as far as gear goes, I've, like, mostly maxed out my character. Wow, that got me not even a fraction of the way. So I'll need about another 589,000 XP to get me to level 50. I want to see what other people think, because the rest, the game, yeah, I'm probably planning to do the Capstone dungeon, which I don't know if that unlocks World Tier 3 or if we already have World Tier 3 unlocked. I was under the impression that World Tier 3 unlocks with the game.
I can't do that here.
Damn, there's that fucking bug. I see it. I don't know if this person actually finished the game or not, but hey, they did it level 42. Good on them. They look like a rogue, maybe a necromancer, so maybe I can see if some other people.
Not while I'm in town.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go complete the Capstone dungeon. You can, as it, like they said, you can do Whispers of the Dead, but then once the Capstone dungeon's complete, I'll probably go to Nightmare tier, so I can do Nightmare dungeons. As far as gear goes, I'm pretty much maxed out on gear at the moment. Probably the best weapon. So if you want to see what my sword looks like, this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty much maxed out on gear. I've got the endgame ring. I've pretty much got a legendary in every slot except for my hammer. But that's only because I didn't get a legend. I never found a legendary bludgeoning weapon, and this one's too good. I literally can't pass up a weapon as good as this one is. So, but yeah, probably gonna go try to do the Capstone dungeon if I can.
I wish we could. She's out there with a prime evil, but we've been instructed not to follow. Wouldn't even know where to start searching if we did. So, until we know more, we'll have to wait.
I can't just sit idly by, waiting for word.
No?
Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Go after her against
I don't know if I'd really struggle because
You're right,
my character does really well with mass
but there's
amounts
still
of
work
enemies.
to be done in Sanctuary.
I mean, I'd be down for some help.
The Tree of Whispers.
I could probably solo it, but
Why would you do
if you
that?
want to hop in Discord, John, I'll.
Because it might be our only ally
Hit
left.
Discord.
And we may soon need allies more than ever.
Fine. Go see the tree. But be very careful.
But yeah, essentially, now that I've beaten the campaign, I guess I'll just progress and eventually, hopefully, you know, make my way to level 100. I want to see what this guy thinks. Well, except that I can't type, you know, with my dyslexia. I'm really just disappointed that I didn't finish the game at level 50. I was really trying. I really tried. I think in Act 6 I gained 3 levels because I was at like level 45 or 46. And reached the 100th floor. Yep. Honestly, dude, that would be so cool if they had something like that. Honestly, though, that would be fucking cool as hell. Literally. If they added like some kind of DLC like that, where like you have to go up each floor and like each floor is this massive dungeon, and you can't die or like you reset back to the first floor or something, and you just have to keep going. There's like 100 floors. Ah, man, I was hoping one of these people would talk to me. I do have crossplay on, so yeah, dude, that would honestly be cool as fuck if they had something like that. I do have crossplay on, so the problem is with crossplay is that there's probably people on console that either can't type or something or whatnot. Where's this tree I have to talk to? See, that's what I'm saying, man. They just, you know what? VR's progressing pretty nicely. All I'll say is what I hope they do is that we have something like the Black Mirror VR or like Black Mirror technology where they have like the little thing that they put on the side of your head, and it like essentially it like downloads your mind onto this device, and then once you die, they upload you to some like super VR world where you can like live forever and you can like jump through like time and shit. It was really cool. If you've never seen Black Mirror, for sure, I would definitely go see that. I would definitely watch it. Yeah, I'll go start this. But yes, essentially that's like my next step is to do Capstone. Apple VR. I feel like what will happen most likely is that a bunch of different companies, once VR gets like, obviously Facebook has the Oculus or Meta or whatever they're calling it. They should never have called it Meta. They should have never called it Meta. But now that they have it, I just feel like what's going to happen is VR is going to stagnate because a bunch of companies have there's not going to be a lot of competition. So I feel like the only way we'll ever get to some stuff like Sword Art Online or Black Mirror is if like humanity is like pushed to it, like we need it for the next evolutionary step or something like that. Or at least, you know, I won't see it in my lifetime, I don't think.
Welcome, Savior. You've stopped Lilith.
He looks like Elias. He talks like Elias, cause he's Elias, isn't it?
Shackles. I'm sure it's everything you were hoping for. Congratulations.
Shut up, Rex. Always so talkative, new flesh.
Wanderer.
We're gonna be living in New York, where they just built a giant platform and over top of old New York.
My head stays where it is. I'm simply looking for an ally.
Ally. We might be able to form an arrangement. If it's not too beneath you.
Debts need to be fulfilled. You could claim them. Yes, claim their debts. In exchange, we will provide you with power, wealth, whatever it is you desire.
I desire a legendary weapon that has all the stats that I need.
Meanwhile, you will be the force of good, curing sanctuary of its
Well, this looks like it's gonna be one of our daily grind.
Far away in the broken
Options.
city of Chaldeum, there are those indebted to us, demon and man alike. Slay them and claim their debts. The crow will do the rest.
The only voice that I couldn't do is Loraz, and that's because he has like an extremely deep bass voice. Alright. Whispers of the Dead. Icons on the main map indicate active whispers and are only available for a limited amount of time. So you do a bunch of these, fill up your favor bar, and then you come back and I'll give you some prizes. Got it. Man, I wasted this potion for nothing. But yeah, honestly, there's been a bunch of voices I thought I could do on here. Only ones I probably couldn't do are the ones that have like a super deep bass in their voice, like Lorath. He's probably the only one I couldn't have done. Honestly, though, the campaign of the game was not very long. It probably was a little bit easier in the end because I was playing a barbarian, so I have a bunch of damage like mitigation abilities. Like I could heal off all of my shouts. But I feel like most of the classes by the time you're getting to the end of the campaign, whether it's like you're like mid 40s.
Hey Poe, are you live? Are you streaming right now?
Yes, sir.
Just kidding. I'm joking with you. I'm joking. I know you're not streaming. I can say whatever I want. Out of pocket.
Here, hold on. Let me just change the well, because what happened was I was like, you know what? Let me see what it sounds like. So I put my headphones in. And I wanted to hear what it sounded like. Bro, you could not hear the game like hardly at all.
Yeah, no, I could hear you in the fan and not much of the game.
Yeah, that was an accident. So then I just went into OBS because in OBS I had the desktop audio about midway, so I just turned it all the way up, and then I turned my microphone down 10 decibels or minus 10.3 decibels. But I don't know, man. I felt kind of bad at the end of the game.
Why?
Bro, I felt bad for Lilith.
Yeah, dog. It's I really don't know how I feel about the ending because they're definitely setting up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I like the ending though, but I mean, I just felt bad for Lilith.
Just tried so hard.
And in the end, it didn't even matter. Oh. Hey, just close your ears. Yeah, I won't spoil anything more. I mean, you literally got to see the actual end of the game, though, so...
Yeah, but I'd say, come on, he literally just watched it.
But I mean, that didn't really spoil anything for you, though. Like, if you know nothing about the game, if I saw that and I had never played the game before, I would not have had any idea what was going on. Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to be. I won't talk more about the game. I just felt bad for her. I mean, I wanted to join her. Like, I wanted that to be an option.
Nah, bro. And then we would have doomed all of Sanctuary. We gotta follow Mephisto, the primest of all the evils. You know what I'm saying?
Let me put you back at 100%.
Why would we not want to?
I'll put you down to.
Follow the lesser of the two evils. Why would we fight the? Why wouldn't we follow the biggest of all the evils? I didn't really understand, like, so we trapped him in there, but that wolf is also Mephisto. Like, I was confused at how that worked. I feel like the wolf is more of like, almost like echoes in her mind. Like, I feel like that's not like a physical thing. Kind of like, almost he was like a, like, Lorath couldn't see him whenever he would see us, but when we told him about it, he was like, oh, you've been talking to Mephisto again. So I think Niriel is like, kind of like we were having visions of him, but like, he's technically Mephisto.
I thought that what it was is kind of like hell fucked everybody up really bad, and that was one of the things that stuck with her was the dog. Well, because somebody had to open that portal that Well, listen, I won't say anything more. Neville's accent here, I guess. But just you know what I'm talking about. At the end, somebody had to open that portal. So I don't know who.
Yeah, honestly, Slick could have been heard with all the Mirage of Arch he knows now, but
Oh yeah, true. Are these? Do you know if these whispers are long? Because I'll leave out of here if it's a long.
so okay. Cool thing about what I can tell about the whispers is they actually carry over progress. So like if you do like say like you do something and get like half a bar done, and you have to get off and go back, then you hop on later, like you'll still have the half a bar you've got to do instead of like restarting. If that makes sense. Like where in Diablo 3, if you started a bounty, you didn't finish that bounty and go collect it. If you got off or something happened, like you disconnected or something, then you didn't get that bounty. Like you had to restart.
Oh shit! Well, thank God, because boy, my fucking game has just been all over the place today. I had to turn my fan on because my fucking laptop was about to blow up. Not literally, but like I touched like the top, like where the graphics card is, you know, and that shit was hot. Like literally, this is what I'm saying. If anybody's a gaming laptop and they don't have some kind of super fan device underneath, you just I don't know how you're managing to use it. I have literally 2 Noctua fans built that I replaced my in my little laptop tray, and my fucking computer is still hot as fuck. I had been tempted to just take it apart and put it in like an actual computer case and like find a way to mount a proper like cooler to it.
Oh, I can't join your own world.
Oh, probably yeah. Well, I have crossplay enabled somehow. I don't know how I did that.
I think it's on by default. It's also on Steam.
Oh, by the way, legendary aspects on weapons I'm not using do count towards my character because I have a little singular axe that legendary axe that gives me those dust devils. Dude, so here's the sad thing, right? I got like 15 fucking legendary items within that last couple of acts, within Act 6 and the prologue, I guess, Act 5 and 6. How about all of them were trash as far as stats go?
I mean, that's kind of what happened to me is I started finding like an abundance of legendary items, but none of them were really useful.
Dude, they were
Like,
worse
the
than some of my
weapon now
rares.
is just a sacred, which is the sacred is just like a buffed up version of a rare. So it's a rare item still, but it's got like a little white glow over the top of it, and it's just like a buffed up version of a rare item.
I think
so like
I swear I had one, but I don't know if it actually was a sacred. Okay, then it was not that. I was thinking unique weapons, unique items have a special look to them.
Yeah, unique is like a light orange color, where like the legendary items are like a deep orange.
Well, I got this demon blade of the, well, now it says dire whirlwind, but that's because I replaced, actually surprisingly for some reason it was super oh yeah, dude, the fucking laptop was, that's how I picked up, I had this little pink fan that I got from AliExpress, and I set it up just to blow at the vent to kind of blow more air like away from it. Oh, you're good. I'm doing one of these Whispers of the Dead right now.
What's funny is I can't from the clan screen request to join you, but I can do it.
Oh, something came up and I clicked I don't know, maybe it said something like I can't wait to be in the same world tier or something, maybe. I'll have to... Here, try it again. Now I'm not in combat, no. There was a problem sending the party invite. Uh-oh. Bro, I've been having fucking connection issues and problems, like, all day. I don't know what's been going on. Could be because I'm in the middle of this. It's not going to let me, but let's see. Yeah, it said there was a problem. Here, let me finish this, and I don't think this should take me too long.
Are you like in a dungeon?
Nah, yeah, I'm in Whispers of the Dead dungeon.
I have realized it was probably a good thing that we didn't go and complete all of the dungeons, because that's part of what you can do for what do you want to call it? Like it gives you something to do for the Whispers of the Dead. Like you get 5 out of the 10 points for clearing a dungeon. You get 3 for doing a little events, and 1 for doing like a little like single room dungeons or something, little random things here and there.
Yeah, I wound up just doing ones for like codexes that I wanted, and I kind of just left the others. I did do some because I was like, well, I just want, hopefully maybe I can find some better items. Come on, everybody, let's all get rounded up. That was the other thing. All the legendaries I found had pretty much no sockets in them.
I've been that pretty good. Some of them have, some of them haven't. I've gotten lucky in all my jewelry though, so I got diamonds in my jewelry.
Yeah, I got lucky that that final ring had a socket in it, so I was like, thank God, finally. Well, I shouldn't say the legendaries didn't have sockets in them. All the shittiest gear had sockets in them, and most of them had 2. And then I was like even more mad about that.
Got a nice little stash going with a bunch of legendary items though. Figuring out like, do I just want to break them down or get some neat aspects out of these things?
I've been breaking them down just so that I have the crafting material, and it looks like, from what I can tell, if you craft like a legendary from a codex, if you break it down, it will give you the material back. So like from all the ones I made, it's given me 2 of that item's crafting material, whether weapons. I think I did it for a chest piece. Oh, here it is. Okay. And actually, that Endless Fury ability, the one I said they boost my basic abilities, actually really nice. Not gonna lie to you. I don't have to sit there poking things for a million years to be able to get enough fury to start whirlwinding. Oh, I had to slay all the enemies. Ah, okay. There's some enemies to slay. Well, I will say at least I have the best transmog greatsword. Berserk, berserk, berserk. Yeah, I did not struggle at all against Lilith. Yeah, I barely even took any damage against her. It was pretty wild. So my it's actually funny because before I watched the end, I had two theories about where I thought the DLC was going to be. One I think is going to be to the south where that land is, um, and then the other I had as a theory that it was going to be to the east side of the map. So I don't know where she actually sailed off to. Probably to the northwest, if I'd imagine, but I imagine she sailed off to the east coast. I wonder what's in here. Is there anything more to this area? Hell's Annex, huh? I'm confused. Is there supposed to be more to these areas, I guess? What? See, now it says return, then return to the Tree of Whispers. Okay, what? Okay, my bad. There was more to this than I thought. Holy cow, these fucking Trees of Whisper things are huge. But actually, the sad thing was that the legendary sword that I found was almost not even better than the rare that I had infused with a codex. I was like, damn. That was how bad my legendary stat drops were. I think I found him.
Alright, my bad, I was just muted there. There was a time when I was playing Diablo 3, like, I carried a weapon for like 20 levels, just because it lined up so well with my stats, that like, even a weapon with comparable power wasn't as good, because I didn't get all the bonuses and stuff. So I mean, it's just kind of like the randomness of the game.
Yeah.
You're gonna find some legendary items that are gonna be great. You might find a rare item that blows them all out of the water.
Well, it was a rare item. I mean, the only thing that makes rares different from legendaries is they only have 3 stats instead of 4. So it was technically a legendary because I had imbued it with a codex, but it wasn't technically a legendary though.
Like the weapon I'm carrying now is just a rare, but it's like 100 points of damage more than anything else I can carry. Like this other two-handed weapon that I found at the exact same time. They're both level 48 weapons. This one does 1,018 damage per second. The one I'm carrying does 1,341. Like that's a significant, like that's a 400 difference in power level. And like I said, I found them at the exact same time, and they're both rare items. Now, well, actually, they're sacred rare items, so they're tier 3, world tier 3 rare items, basically. And not every rare drops as a sacred either, so it is kind of, it's another like layer of shit.
See, that just dropped a chest, but I don't feel like I'm done with it. Have you tried any of these? What is this? Whisper shit things?
Yeah, I've completed one.
I'm doing this Yashari Sanctum. This thing is fucking huge.
Well, you're just doing a dungeon. That's all it is.
This is the biggest dungeon I've ever done.
Basically, like that's all you're doing essentially. Is you're doing dungeons, or you're doing like some of the little events.
Now, this is one of the specialty ones on the map.
Yeah. That's what they are. Is they're just highlighted as like they're part of the event or like part of the thing. So like you get the grim favor from doing them, but they're basically the same things you were doing. If that makes sense. Like it was red. It was just a red star on the map for the gate.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just it's a normal dungeon like where you would get a codex at, but now because you've unlocked the Tree of Whispers, you're gaining grim favor when you complete it. But yeah, some dungeons are definitely not all built completely good.
Oh fuck! And this is a shrine within a dungeon. It's not letting. There's a bug. There's something going on. It's not letting me. Every time I do it, it says there was an error, which doesn't fucking surprise me considering how many times the game has bugged out for me. And what's weird is I didn't have any of these problems over the weekend. It only happened like after the game officially dropped that I was starting to have problems.
It might just be that you're in the dungeon already.
Yeah.
So whenever you get out of there, I guess. Just figure out how to go.
This shit is taking forever. I did not think it was going to take this long. I've gotten like multiple radiant chests now. This is crazy. Well, I guess I can't say this is the biggest dungeon I've done because this is kind of on par for what I was. Yeah, I've gone back and forth between selling my rares and breaking them down for material. Okay, is that the final boss? I think it looks like this might be the final boss room. Oh, I have to go get the key. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that Vigo's amulet, hands down, probably the best thing I found the entire game. So I would recommend actually trying to beat the early game as high a level as you can, so that your Vigo's amulet will be a higher level. Actually, I take it back. Now it says requires level 40, so maybe it scales. It's still the really low item power though. So I would recommend getting that Vigo's amulet as late as possible, so they'll be as high level as possible. Yeah, I was okay. I think Zach left, so we can drop some spoilers. Yeah, I was so hyped as soon as I beat Lilith the first time. I was like, Phase 2, not knowing there was a Phase 2. But I had a suspicion that there was going to be a Phase 2. And I was like, yeah, let's go Phase 2, baby.
Dude, I'm having like it's weird now that being back in tier 2, because not only did I go to tier 3, but immediately after I went to tier 3, there was a Helltide, and I was like, gotta check that out. So I'm level 47. Everything I was fighting was level 55. Oh my god, I got like 10 times. I was fucking crying.
Stop freezing me, you skeletal bitch.
Yeah, no, I thought the ending was good though. It was not what I was hoping it would be, but I see what their angle was for it. Was kind of like to leave the story open-ended so we can continue it.
The reason I felt bad for Lilith was because so my interpretation is, well, we know for a fact Inarius was cast out of heaven, but my interpretation was she was cast out of hell, and so they created sanctuary together, had a kid, and while they were both thrown out from their places that they believed that they should have been, they were able to find a new escape from the eternal conflict with each other in sanctuary. And then Inarius, I don't know what happened, couldn't deal with the fact that they cast him out of heaven because he had, they cast him out of heaven because of his pride, obviously, his ego.
They cast him out of heaven because he had a child with fucking Lilith.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, okay.
Well, so that's who Rathma was, the first.
No, I knew who he was, but I knew he was their child, or at least his child. I didn't know it was with Lilith. I maybe wasn't paying attention, but.
Yeah, well, she said our son. She's like, what did you do with our son? He was like, I righted it. And she was like,
I figured that at the end when she said that. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, it was her kid. That's when I was like, damn, I really feel bad for her actually.
So, at least my interpretation of what happened was because he had a child with Lilith, they were both, like you said, cast from their rightful places, and over time he so desperately wanted to go back to heaven with Lilith being gone, and nothing he did pleased them. So I guess his final attempt was to strike Lilith down through this prophecy that was supposed to be him.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't work, and she was right because he was never getting back up there because
their silence was his punishment.
Yeah, like he's a dickhead anyway. Like
yeah, I didn't like him from the moment I met his ass.
Be an angel stuck up your own ass. That's not how being an angel works.
I was like, just listen to yourself. Do you sound like the kind of person they'd want in heaven? Not really, buddy. I poke it and I spin it.
Yes, I still don't really truly understand why Lilith was cast from hatred, other than maybe having a child with Inarius.
I don't think she truly hated. I think that was the whole idea, at least that I could tell. She didn't truly hate. There was love in her. Obviously, she loved Inarius enough that she wanted to be with them. They created sanctuary together as an escape from the eternal conflict. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this fucking dungeon by myself.
I'm still not convinced Lilith was still that pure, though. I don't know. She just still did some pretty wild shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. She wanted to destroy Sanctuary because she was like, he killed my child, and and he doesn't love me anymore.
We know she didn't want to destroy Sanctuary. She wanted to consume Mephisto, and so that way he would never be a threat to Sanctuary again. She never explicitly, as far as I remember, saying that she was going to destroy it. We were under the impression that if she gained that power, that she would destroy Sanctuary. But that's where like I said, I kind of want to feel bad for her because I don't think she had that intention as much as we thought she did.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I kind of felt bad for her. Yeah, I was like, and that's why I said people were like, bro, I kind of felt bad for Lilith at the end. And I was like, God damn it, what's about to happen?
Because like everybody around us was a dickhead.
Facts, except for the people that were our friends.
No, dude, even Laura was a dickhead. He was a good guy, but he was a dickhead still.
Well, he was
a pussy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Donan's inaction was the reason that his son died.
And then he fucking walks over to that thing with hands and gets his ass killed at the end.
Dude, yeah, dude, that's another story, bro. We have literally crawled through hell, and you're telling me you just walk over by a pillar and it gets gotcha.
Hey, gotcha, bitch!
That was his downfall. And her losing her hand was also kind of dumb too. Like,
I was
out of nowhere and bites her, and I was like, all right.
I was like, you know what? I could have just busted the door down. I've got a bludgeoning weapon. I've got a goddamn hammer on my back. Like the fuck?
Like, none of the bad shit that happened in a cool way. It was just like, all right,
Whoopsie.
We gotta give you some extra motivation. Here's some motivation.
I said it on stream. I was like, she made it this far. Out of all the moments when something should have or could have happened to her, and this is the moment that she gets got, I was like, what the fuck?
Donan was still stupider to me.
Yeah.
You're telling me, like I was saying, we have crawled through hell. We fought monsters, 10 times our size.
We fought Elias like 17 times.
Like, I'm prepared to take on Lilith, and you're out here dying to a pillar, my boy.
I mean, listen, he was both. I think the idea was he was both, and as Narelle said at the end, they were smart, but they were idiots at the same time.
Yes, they were not all knowing, like people, like she thought they were.
Yeah, like he was a smart guy when it came to the Herodric stuff, or the Herodrim or whatever. But yeah, that he was still an idiot. Although, let me tell you, that cutscene, oh my god, that cutscene with Inarius and Lilith at the end, fucking top tier. Oh my god. Dude, that shit, and that's where I really felt bad for. Like, she started talking, and then was talking to, and you could see the sadness in her eyes a little bit. Alright, let me get the hell out of here. So, the reason I did this one is because if you look on the map, if you do some of these, like if you look at the Grim Favor ones that are over here in whatever this area is, what is it called?
From the dungeon, 3 from like the little like event places, and then 1 from like the little single room dungeons and stuff like that.
But they give you certain aspects. Like, do you see if you hover over them, it says reward on first completion.
Yeah,
a certain aspect.
Dungeons. Yeah, they're dungeons like you would be doing like normal. They're just highlighted to give you Grim Favor as well.
Oh, I see. That's why. That's what it says expires.
They're regular dungeons. So, and
I just got a codex about this one.
So they're definitely it's like their way of like making the dungeons, like giving you something to do, making all the dungeons worth doing eventually. Because eventually you'll, like, depending on where you go, you'll have all of the dungeons that you play long enough will be like on that list of ones to do, and you'll. I'm losing my train of thought here. Oh my goodness.
You should be able to replay them all, I think.
Yeah, but like it gives you a reason to like go and collect all the codexes of power at some point, because they'll all be highlighted for Grim Favor at some point, and so you'll go and do them eventually. So even if you don't go like out of your way to do them like on another character, which is kind of it's kind of nice, because if like in a month or two, say I want to play a barbarian, and I can just hop on a barbarian, and I should have most of the codexes of power that I'll want or need for the barbarian as I'm playing through.
Oh, okay, so
hunt them down.
that's what carries over. because when I noticed was the characters I died on hardcore. Now to be fair, that was hardcore, but like all of the menu options like within the game, I didn't have to re-unlock those. Like the potions ones, they were all there, like up to the level I had unlocked. I didn't have them. I didn't have them, but they were like there. So.
Did your gold respawn?
No, I didn't. It did not. No, because I think the hardcore is like a whole separate server.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, because I thought hardcore still like deleted everything. But it's nice to see like those little things, like the stuff that you're gonna have to do, like that you're always gonna have. Nice touch that they didn't go do all that again.
Yeah.
Although if you come back after a while, it'd probably be nice to have them there when they pop up.
Oh, okay. Let me just get out of this dungeon. Let me just hit the teleporter.
You know you can jump to the like entrance of a dungeon if you click on the stairs.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yep. Like,
Did
and
not
now
know
you
that.
can only do that in dungeons. You can't do that in like regular areas, like when you're going through the story and stuff. Like those areas, you can't do that. But like dungeons specifically, because there's no way you don't like. I thought it was stupid you would have to backtrack all the way through. But if you just click on the stairs, you'll like teleport back to the beginning of the dungeon, or like teleport like to the exit, I guess.
We were mid-trek through hell. Literally through hell. And I looked in my bag and I was like, bruh, I have no goddamn room in my bag. So I was like, hold on, guys. Just keep fending off the demons of hell, and while I teleport to town real quick and break all my shit down. I'll be back. Yeah. Like they're all huddled under that fucking barrier, and my ass teleports away back to goddamn town so I can break all my shit down.
Talking about cutscenes, though, the cutscene with the knights and stuff fighting too.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That shit was awesome.
Crazy, dude. All that shit was good. Blizzard just, that's one thing they know how to do. Cutscene.
That cutscene made me feel what that Warhammer video made me feel. I was like, this is badass. And they all died like pussies.
Yeah, dude, yeah. He died, the light blew out, and they were all like, oh no.
She was like, but like, if they would have just kept, like, was he actually blessing them? Is that why they were able to beat them? Or was it because they were actually just good at fighting? And then when the light went out, they lost faith. And then it was like, whoopsies.
I mean, if we're being real, morale is like a real thing.
It's a hell of a drug. Yep.
It is, man. Like, there's plenty of history where plenty of small armies have routed plenty of big armies just because the guys that they were fighting against didn't firmly believe what they were doing, and the guys that were fighting firmly believed in what they were doing.
See, that's why the Nazis failed, because they just didn't firmly believe in what they were doing, and everybody else was firmly believed in the belief that they were going to beat the Germans, and then that's what happened. I was like, I'm not going to touch this subject with a 10-foot pole.
Nah, 39.5-foot pole, something like that. I don't know. I don't words. So, let me know when you're ready for meat delivery.
Let's see if it'll let me do it. If not, I'll just restart my game. A problem sending party invite. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Listen, my game has been all kinds of fucked tonight.
That's fair. I did see that you were, like, I got up and saw that you started streaming, and then I got up this morning, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
night out. Cause I was wondering where you were yesterday.
Well, no, I literally slept all day yesterday. Like, I was up till, like, noon, about this time, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and it was, like, 3:30, and I was like, oh, shit. I was like, damn, it's way later than I was hoping. I slept through, like, 3 or 4 of my alarms. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't sleep that long. It was, like, probably actually, like, 4 hours. And then I was like, what the heck? I'll lay down for a little bit longer. Set an alarm for like 6 o'clock. Woke up at 11:30. So I texted Kyle. I don't know what time that was. Like 6 something, maybe 4 or 5. I don't even remember. I texted Kyle at some point because he was telling me about Twitch's new guidelines they have about sponsorships and shit. And so then I fell back asleep, and then I woke up, and it was like, maybe it was like 10:30, 11:30, and I was like, you know what, if I'm just gonna sleep a little bit longer and just hope I can fucking sleep till like 3 or 4, because it's always so hard. If I don't go right back to sleep in those moments, I will just be up and I won't be able to go back to sleep. So I was asleep till like 1:30, and here I am.
I definitely can understand that though. That's kind of how I am. I mean, like, I just never have slept a lot. Never been much of a sleeper. But when I finally do get to sleep, if I don't just keep my ass laying down, if I get up and do stuff,
It's over.
never
Yep.
go back to sleep.
Well, I'm trying to reset my sleeping schedule because it's been super fucked up like the last week. So I was like, if I just sleep till at least like 2 o'clock, which I slept, I went to sleep, went back to sleep. I slept till about 2 o'clock, and then started streaming. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just fucking go for the end of the campaign. Hope I can finish it. Actually, what happened was, for some reason, YouTube Studios completely fucked up. When I hit live, like, so inside of YouTube Studio, like your live stream page, you can look at your analytics, you can look at your stream settings where you get your stream key, you can look at your stream health, which mine's fine, I don't know what's going on. I think it's YouTube itself. But when I hit live on there's like a live viewer, it'll show me how long I've been streaming for. When I hit live, the thing will like pause and like just keep loading and loading and loading, and then it'll eventually pop back, but it'll no longer be at the live. So I pulled it up on my phone and I was just using that to check to make sure it was fine. But I restarted my stream, so whatever time you saw me, I actually had already been streaming for like an hour and a half. So I don't know what time that was.
'Cause I got up at 3:45, 4 o'clock. Got out of the shower at like 4:30. Looked.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, I probably was streaming from about 2 o'clock, and then I had to restart it. I restarted it thinking something was wrong with my stream, but I think it's just because my computer is really hot. It's been really warm. Damn, dude, that top section above my keyboard is hot as fuck. It's hotter than Lilith's tits. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did kind of feel bad for her, but I was like, at the end, I was like, when they started, she started, that cutscene happened, and you kind of saw that back and forth between her and Inarius, and all the other little dialogue that happened. I was like, haha, is she a villain? I'm starting to get the idea that she's not. Can I side with Lilith? I really thought I was going to have the opportunity, and then something would happen and one of my teammates would die or something like that, and then I'd be like, oh no. Anyway, but yeah, I felt bad a little bit. Honestly, I was like, I don't really want to kill you. Can you just like stay here in hell? Everybody else wants that. Everybody else wants you to die. I'm giving you the option of staying here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she's just living her best life, though. She's just vibing out, wilding out.
What was her goal? Did she just wanted to kill Mephisto and take his power to what? Become a prime evil? But then what? Was she?
Yeah, see, and that's where.
And then
that's
what?
where it was kind of ambiguous. That was where we thought, at least in my opinion, I made like I said, maybe we missed something, but to me that was the ambiguous part. Was we assumed she wanted to take Mephisto's power and destroy Sanctuary with it, but at no point in the story did she ever say that explicitly, or really imply that was her goal. She never, to me, implied a goal other than trying to take Mephisto's power. We were just really worried at what that would mean if she did.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, the whole time I was like, but like then what? Like, if I was the character, I'd been like, so like, are you gonna destroy Sanctuary, or are you trying to protect it from the prime evils? Because it seemed like Mephisto was trying to trick us into getting rid of Lilith, because Lilith was the greatest threat to him. And then if we did that, then he was gonna trick us, and he was gonna destroy Sanctuary at the end.
Mephisto was honest with us for the most part, other than I do believe that his plan was eventually to get up enough power to come and destroy Sanctuary. That's why he said, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna end up being enemies. So I was like, okay, yeah, makes sense. That's his plan, is get rid of Lilith, get rid of Lilith, so that way he can just keep sitting there doing whatever he's doing until he can try to make another attack on Sanctuary like he's done in the past.
And then we're like, nope, Crystal.
And
And then he's like, oh shit, you guys are here. Whoops. And then we gotta fight, so then I didn't really understand. And then we gotta fight like Mephisto Lilith, because like that was like what he's at. That's what he looks like. when you actually see Mephisto. He looked like her second form. I only know that from Heroes of the Storm because that's what he looks like in Heroes of the Storm.
Because he's that's his daughter. So
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense to look like. Have some similar form. She went just full goblin mode.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Her boss fight should have been way more difficult. It was extremely underwhelming, and I was on the hardest world tier for it. So
Yeah.
here, let me restart
It
my
could
game.
just be that you've got a good build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think okay. So I fully maxed out all of my gear as much as possible. The legendaries, obviously, I did max those out because I'm not a crazy bastard. So I took those all to tier 3. Now the helmet I got, fucking looks cool as shit. That was hands down the best legendary I've got. Maybe besides Vigo's amulet, but I didn't actually max out my rings or necklace or anything. But you know, I had.
Blue info?
Yeah. I don't know how to do it on controller.
I realized that the other day. I was like,
Yeah, you can zoom in with the mouse. You can on controller, but it's like you have to use the D-pad and use it, and it's not great. I'll be honest. That's why I just also have a mouse. I can do things quicker. All right, let me fucking close the goddamn game, and I'll be back. Cause yeah, I've been having problems with the game. You know what? I'm just gonna straight up just restart my computer. I think that might be a good idea. So that's also why I like having a separate PC to stream from. One, my PC would probably actually explode if I tried to stream from it, but just having another computer, I don't have to end it, and then
I don't know how to end it. Oh.
yeah, I don't have to end it. Yeah. Exit Diablo 4. Oh, well now my character looks scary as shit on the home screen.
I have faith.
What'd you do? Hey man, it looks cool.
But
Does it look good?
so,
That's all that really matters. I thought you were about
Look,
to.
I mean, the face on the helmet's goofy as motherfucker, but
Not.
other than that,
I made a poor in-game financial decision. I was trying to respec my chest piece, and I chose one of the worst options. Realized I didn't like any of the options they gave me, but then I looked down and saw that that I wouldn't get any of my materials refunded. So I spent like 200. I spent like over 200,000 gold by accident.
that was me. Like I felt like I put on clown makeup. I went and I needed I was trying to put this legendary aspect on this thing, but I needed 4 of the legendary crafting material. I had like 4 weapons left over that I just had no things of use. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna destroy them. So break one down, get one. Break one down, get one. Break one down, get one. I'm at 3. I got 2 pieces left. Break one down, didn't get one. I was like, oh no. Break the last one down, didn't get one. I was so sick, dude. I was so sick because I even destroyed the better piece of equipment for the aspect, so that way I could put it on that thing, and then I didn't have the legendary crafting material to be able to put it on there. So I was out the piece that was better, or with the aspect, and with the thing not with no enhancement. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, dude, it's not as bad as me not remembering that if you disenchant something, that it breaks it, and not realizing that it's actually extremely cheap. So let's say you have a legendary item, like I had my sword. I wanted to put the Whirlwind Codex on there, and it only cost me 6,000 gold. Because it's already a legendary item, so you're not upgrading it from a rare to legendary. You're just kind of like crossing streams.
Yeah, it was just changing the aspect on it.
I was the one with the real clown makeup. I fucking disenchanted my best weapon. My only greatsword that I had at the time. Okay.
I also put a codex of power on something that I already had a codex of power on another item already. There's like the same codex on another item.
Oh
already.
yeah, and they don't stack.
So, yeah, so it just invalidated the other one, and I was like, oh.
Well, now I looked it up because I got a weapon that I have pants that give me the barrier legendary aspect, and then I also have that as a codex. So I was like, can I put this on another piece of armor and it doubles it? Now I'm not 100% sure, but some people said that if you had 2 barriers, that they would add together. So like, but like, let's say, but they were all talking like in the same vein as they were talking about sorcerers, because I guess sorcerers have a barrier ability potentially.
think
So I was like, they were asking if those stack.
I think you're like anything that generates barrier stacks, but you can't like buff from like you can't double the same bonus. If
Yes.
that makes sense.
So
like,
I
if
was
you
like,
get a barrier from your pants and a barrier from one of your spells, then like those would stack to be however big the barrier would be. But like you couldn't do like your pants and your gloves can't have the same thing.
yeah, I was like, would the barrier from my chest and my pants would they stack together?
But
And I
we
wasn't
also
sure.
do need to do this capstone sooner rather than later because Brandon is going to be heading over here in a little bit. We're gonna try to get a game of 40k in.
All right, hopefully this will work this time. Like I said, I've been having problems all fucking morning with this damn game.
I believe it. It kicked me several times. It was a day or two ago, randomly. One I think was because I was idle too long. Like I finally started doing something and it kicked me like right as I started to move again. And I was like,
Ooh.
"Fuck."
Yeah, probably. But this was me trying to finish the fucking the end of the literally last thing, like me trying to find Narelle. Like I teleported to the closest waypoint, and then I'm leaving the city, and all of a sudden like I can't mount, I can't use any of my weapons or abilities. I'm like, what in the actual fuck? And this is not the first time that's happened. So I might just
I
have
forget when or how I did this, Poe, but I tagged you as in my Blizzard friends list as cool guy. So whenever I hover over your name, there's a little box next to it that says cool guy.
that cool guy. But yeah, I honestly it worked out exactly as I said it would. I was like I didn't give a fuck about the story in the beginning, but the final acts of the game were fantastic. Once we got to like me actually fighting Elias, everything was just like good after that.
Then Elias went out absolutely sad.
Oh my god, bro, he went down bad, dude. He was down bad at the end, and I was just like, nah, man, really? I think that's
And see,
when you were
Elias
watching.
probably was like the only really like not that bad of a guy. Because Elias just wanted to help Lilith so that way Mephisto wouldn't be a threat anymore. But I don't think he anticipated or thought Lilith would then destroy Sanctuary. I think he thought that she kind of cared.
Well,
Now, did he do some kind of crazy stuff in the pursuit of that? Absolutely.
it seemed like, because at the end he was like I was the only one who was ever like everybody else, many others tried to bring Lilith to Sanctuary, and I was the one who was able to do it. Okay, see, I don't know what was going on. My game was all fucked. That would definitely seem to help a little bit.
That was that guy, pal.
See now, okay, so the question is, I have this fucking inventory full of shit. Should I just sell it, or what do you think? Do you think it'd be more worth it for me to get the gold now, or to have the crafting materials?
Well, how much gold do you have currently?
257,000. That's not a lot.
I would say I'd get some gold then.
Just break the commons and the magics.
Because soon you're gonna start like really slapping on some buffs or stuff. And you're gonna want the money to be able to do it with. I'm at 1 million right now.
This ring right now, it's called Destiny's Sin, gives me 108 life. See, this is the problem with the rares. I wish it had another, like, it has a socket, but I wish it had another stat. The 3 stats are great. 27 life regeneration while not damaged. 108 maximum life, and 7% damage over time, which is technically better than the ring, one of the legendary rings I have. It gives me 8 max fury, 6.5 damage over time, 2.3% lucky chance hit, and then 13% fortify generation. You know what? I might keep it. Yeah, never mind. I'll just keep it. Fuck it.
Where are you at? Oh, all the way down there.
I'll just sell all this shit. And all these weapons that cost like 400,000 that are not better than any of my weapons are hilarious. Like, not even close.
Yes, Mr. Poe. Good at the game.
There we go. Easy 430,000.
Oh, I guess here's the difference between sacred items and other stuff. My sacred
I get it?
rare item can go up to level 5, I guess, if you, in terms of upgrading it.
Damn it, man! I need a fucking podcatcher. Now that I did test it, so when you buff a rare to a legendary, with like a codex or whatever, it does give you a 4th upgrade slot. So like if you
Figured.
have 3 and then boop go to legendary, it's I have one item to add a socket to something, but I figured it wasn't worth it at this point. Also, if you need gems, I have an ass ton of gems. But
Oh, I can make incense now.
I don't know what those do. I did see I had an option for those.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a bunch of gems and stuff as well. It's honestly starting to get annoying having all the different ones in my inventory all the time and having to keep going back and dropping them off, but 'tis the price you pay.
Jabba shot. I'll be there in a minute. I'm gonna go fill my water bottle up because I've been drinking way too much soda. Fucking need some water. I also like water. You know, I think it's the best drink on Earth, which thank God that 70% of the planet is water. You know. I'm really proud of myself that I didn't go through my entire thing of fucking sodas.
Oh? Where you at, Poe? Hello?
Not right now. Alright. Are you ready, Necromancer Nagash?
Yes, sir. I'm up here by the thing.
By the church. Man, I hope that stupid bitch isn't there and alive while all my friends are dead. Well, okay, half the group is dead. And I bet that hoe Prava is still alive.
How dare you call Mother Brava a hoe?
Hey man, she called me a heretic. Who is the real heretic? I really don't know at this point. I'm actually super confused by that ending. Do we just go in?
I believe so, my boy.
Let's take a look at.
Oh,
I mean, I've sort of just maxed out everything that I could, really. There were some abilities, like, obviously, Endless Fury, that probably most people aren't going to go. And then I took a tier of my basic attack. Another tier. I went 2 out of 5 on that. But that's just because I needed a way to generate Fury, like, to start a fight, so. Now, if there's hordes and hordes of enemies, I'll be fine. That's really, once I start spinning, if there's a bunch of enemies and I can keep spinning, I'll be good. But if there's not, then that's when I'm in trouble, and I need some better Fury generation. Yeah, look at my sword. It's red. And from hell. Literally.
oh yeah, that's the two-handed sword that I was using earlier. This is dope.
I wanted to look up what it was because I was like, either I'm going to break this down or I'm going to use it. But
You
because...
break it down, you get it as a cosmetic.
Yeah, you get it as a good old transmog.
By the way, I can make a lot of stuff on the screen vulnerable now.
Oh, that's perfect.
Back to doing that again.
Once I start spinning, I just press right bumper to get a little bit extra, Fury, and then I also get bonus Fury generation.
The acid is like my least favorite thing to fight against.
Hate anything with this fucking shield on it. See, there's a legendary aspect that will pull when you whirlwind. It'll pull enemies to you, and that's what I want. I think it's on a you get it from a weapon. I was hoping it was going to be a codex, but I think I looked and I had the only whirlwind codex. I keep being blinded. That's the problem.
Oh my god, I'm about to die.
Oh my gosh, John. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you're good. I thought I had you.
I was just like, they were like stunning me and I had like no health and I couldn't heal. I was like, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, where you get stunned and you're just standing in the poison and you're like, ah, fuck.
And I'm like, I'm not taking any damage, but I'm like spamming Q as soon as I'm able to.
You're like, heal. That's me. My characters, if I hear the words, I don't have enough fury. Yes, buddy, I know you don't. There's no more enemies for you to spin and hit anymore.
Spinning it.
Alright, we'll go this way.
More than motherfuckers to find. Where are you at, motherfuckers?
I see a big bad over there. But yeah, once I get to tier 3, actually, I think the Grandfather, the greatsword I'm looking for, is a tier 4 weapon. So, at least that. Now, the wiki online, they did say that it could drop in World 3, but I only saw that one place. Everywhere else said it was a tier 4 weapon, which makes sense if you see the stats on it. It's pretty gnarly. Probably the thing that I was missing the most was potions. I just don't have a lot of potion material.
See, no, I've been clicking it. I've been just randomly just finding and clicking stuff. That was maybe one advantage I got of playing the betas. I learned pretty early in the beta that was going to be important.
It's not even really so much the potions. I just want them so I can have extra XP.
Well, I'm just talking about like before your actual like upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've checked it, I've got all the stuff all the way up to like level like 80. Although I have to find more of the basic stuff. We are just cruising right now.
You probably do a shit ton of damage, though, I'll be honest.
When I make them vulnerable, I tell you what I do. Because when they're all grouped up, my reap ability is just like a little slash, like spin attack in an area I point at. So it's like fetus, delete us.
I can make them vulnerable, but it's more of like a random chance thing.
So like when I do that corpse tendril thing, it pulls everything close and makes them vulnerable, and then I just slap down my core ability, the reap ability.
Yeah.
And then as I run out of essence, I use my main attack to generate it. And with more bodies, it generates faster. So that's why pulling them in close like that is is important. But it's also a cooldown ability, so I have to like time it and everything, which is the only hard part. And managing my minions at the same time. Because sometimes I forget they all die, so I'm sitting there fighting solo, like getting my ass handed to me. And I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, oh yeah, I have no friends.
That's the one reason why I was kind of glad to play I picked the Barbarian, because like playing solo, I didn't really struggle outside of the beginning of the game, which was where everybody said I would struggle. Because if I have a big group of enemies, oh dude, anytime there were big groups of enemies in hell at the end, it got absolutely annihilated. I killed a group of like 50 minions in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, it gets nutty.
Because I was just like, oh, a big group of minions. Well, I will spin to win here.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Oh fuck, I thought he was still alive. I just keep I don't even bother looking at the enemies most of the time. I just look at my cooldowns. I'm like, is this on cooldown yet? Oh, okay, they're all dead. He bonked me. Oh no. We gotta deposit the anus in the urn. Aaron earned an iron urn.
Aaron earned an iron urn. Is that what you sound like?
Come here, you inquisitor, son of a bitch.
Come on, sweetie, we've gotta go. Oh no, you're fighting the Evershift.
It's all good, you know. We're just having some fun.
Alright, just sort of vibing out and wilding out.
Charge.
Makes me faster too.
Yeah, I think it does. They do AOE buffs. Oh, sorry. It was taking me to the World Tier 3 Nightmare, and I don't know why it was taking me out of the dungeon for some reason. It was like, hey, out of the dungeon. It actually does look like an anus.
Looks like the Whardigans, the Backyardigans.
Oh my gosh, that's the name I haven't heard in a while. Backyardigans.
Like a Backyardigan. The backyard again.
Lil Einstein's was the best though, but also because they made the meme song. That was pretty good. To me, evildoers. Oh, don't hit me with your poison cum. Yes, nice, spin to win. Woohoo! Let me not accidentally die standing in poison. That would be hilarious.
Hilariously, my travel to the high court. This is actually a pretty fun little boss fight. Although I will very much glad I have another person to do this with, because this one was like, I was like, ah, this is gonna be a little funny, isn't it? And it was indeed a little funny.
Yes, Golem, hit the Inquisitor with all your Golem might. God damn, these Inquisitors just don't want... Oh, they are a whole level ahead of me. I did realize that. I just realized they're all level 50.
That's what you get for being a little baby smurf.
Just a little, you know, a little under-leveled. Hey, that, you know, I will say out of the game, thank God those strongholds are difficult, because that stronghold was hands down the most difficult thing I did in the entire game.
Oh, 100%.
But it was also because there wasn't any, like, it was just a singular enemy, which I struggle really hard with as a barbarian, single enemy combat. Oh my god, it's like a goddamn Dark Souls boss fight.
That's what I'm saying. I figured you'd enjoy this one. Gave me Deacons of the Deep. Oh god. And the Great Inquisitor will revive them. So, because when I was by myself, he revived like 2 of them, and I was like, please stop doing that. This is already like kind of difficult.
Die, Dota champion. Yes, and next, now you, Mr. Physician.
Oh, he got me.
Oh shit.
He can revive me. Not the Great Inquisitor, the Sacred Physician. That's who.
Ah. That's who I was fighting initially. Yes, keep running away from your comrades. This is the thing that will help me. There we go, got his ass. Oh, did it not revive you? Oh, fuck. I must have got interrupted. I thought it did. Whoopsies.
Okay. You're doing just fine. It's the important thing. If you were struggling, I'd be more adamant about you coming to get me, but you were...
Oh, it just, yeah, it must have interrupted me right at the end. It had literally one more second tick to revive you. Okay, something keeps stunning me. Oh, fuck. Oh, what the hell? I'm unstoppable now, motherfuckers! Ha 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 ha! Yeah! Oh shit, I'm not unkillable though. Fuck. Peekaboo! Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I don't mind that Dust Devil's ability, but I would definitely prefer it being. I definitely prefer if it was the one that pulled enemies together.
Onward and upward, Mo.
Was that it, or?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
So like I said, a lot of bosses. It's actually pretty fun. Nice little challenge. Like it's not like incredibly like undoable, but gives you a good little run. And I will probably hop off after we finish the capstone though.
God, I have so much shit in my bag.
We have to slay all the enemies in here. That's what we're going for.
Hit me so I get my fury. I do see why people say to go Iron Skin once you get to this portion of the game, because now you can just run in there. You can challenge and shout a whole group of enemies. But I don't know. I still prefer having my auto attack though, my basic ability. Just like if I need to generate, like if I'm fighting a singular enemy. We're not in Kansas anymore.
I get better about using my tendril ability.
I won't lie that shield has been both useful and has fucked me up a few times. Like I finally have them all grouped together and then it pops and I'm like, ah, stop.
No, you should have waited.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, see, beat us, delete us right there, baby. Group them up, delete them up, Control Alt, get out of here.
I wonder if there's just people helping other people run through here. Hey, it could be a good way to get a lot of gear for you though.
Yeah, we get a little level farm for sure. Or like to get up into tier 3.
I honestly thought about it. Like, I wonder if there was anybody who just grinded the Capstone dungeon with people just to get to level 100.
Nah, there's definitely got to be faster ways. I would assume. I would think so at least. Because you could technically do it on your own. You wouldn't even need to help people if you wanted to grind it.
Yeah. Can you
Then
redo it?
Yeah, you can just keep rerunning it. Like I came in here without you. I came in first. I'm assuming you can do it again. I don't think you get anything special out of it from doing it again, but
Yeah. I'm trying to group them all together. Ah, there we go.
more just appeared. Huh. You bastard.
Just die already.
You just keeps like teleporting everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what keeps hitting me. Something keeps hitting me that like makes blinds me for a second. I don't know what it is, but like I can't use any of my abilities.
I think it's when you're dazed.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Keep getting dazed. But honestly, it's just because I need more stuff that makes me unstoppable. Because that negates it. Ah, the real boss fight. Poke. I'm just gonna
Oh.
stand here and let you hit me.
No, he does some gnarly damage though. It got a little tense towards the end of this boss fight.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Uh oh. Wow, he almost one-shot me there actually. Dude, that barrier ability though, that legendary aspect is fucking nice. It saved me a bunch of times. Spoken of death. Woo!
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Just like that. Oh. You have achieved World Tier 3.
Yeah. Just like that. Gotta drop all this
How's it-
common shit.
How does it feel now?
You know, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Now see, that's actually not a bad legendary aspect. I have a chance to fortify when dealing direct damage while berserking. But what does it mean when it says to deal direct damage? Does that mean like with like a basic ability or something?
Yeah. Or like anything that damages them that's not damage over time. believe is how
Oh,
it's
so I can
described.
just spin to win, get that. I mean, is that going to be better than... See, this is where having that barrier ability would be nice. Or, I mean, having it on another piece would be nice. But finally, a legendary item with a fucking socket. But man, I just wish it was something that wasn't charge. Every barbarian item I get, or every item I get that's like tuned towards barbarians, is always like giving me ranks of charge. Like, I don't want ranks of charge. Give me like a shout charge or something, man. Give me some ranks of a shout.
No, bro, they're gonna keep you grinding, bro.
Yeah, for real. No, that's literally no joke. Like, literally, I think that is exactly what it is.
Can't have you out here slacking. Slacking for tacking. Something like that.
I mean, but it's a lucky hit ability, so I don't know if that means it scales off lucky hit chance or what.
Interesting.
I mean, getting that fortify damage would be nice, but got my nuts itch. Sucks being a dude. Ugh. Oh well, I just have a bunch of material to break down now, though. I can say that, or let's hit them stairs.
Well, Mr. Poe, I do believe this is where I'm going to be hopping off, though, because Brendan is, in fact, on his way.
Hell yeah! What you gonna take a nap after you guys are done or something, or what you got planned for later?
I'm not sure. I'll get to clean my room a little bit, but once we get done, probably around 4, maybe 5-ish, probably hop back on for a little bit at some point. I might play another game for a little bit, but I've been wanting to play some more Battlefleet Gothic Armada. That's what it is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was torn between really just like wanting to push to finish the story, and like I really wanted to play some more League. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, but now that you got it, you can take you a small break and
Yeah,
come back and
facts.
you start your grind again.
Facts. really, I just want to. I mean, the grind's going to be like dungeons and stuff now, and pushing for like top tier, the best in slot gear and shit like that.
Yeah, filling out your build.
I almost kind of want to look up like what the best in slot gear was, because the only thing I looked at was the weapon.
Interesting.
So I know what the weapon is, but
The maxroll.com though, they've got it down pretty cool. They've got a little like slider that'll show you like what to do for your build skill wise, all the way from like the very beginning up to like level 58 when you get them all done.
so I realized where I made a mistake. I realized after I went, like, this was already, when I was complaining about my build, and I was like, bro, why is my build so shitty? Well, you wouldn't believe what happened. It turns out they had 2 separate builds for every class. They had one build called leveling, and then another build which was level 50. So what I did was I had clicked on the level 50 build and not the leveling build, which the leveling build I was like, here's all the fucking I was like, oh yeah, look at that, the fucking ability that I said would make way more sense to take, leveling up, here it is. I'm like, wouldn't you believe it, I was on the wrong build the whole time. But to be fair, I wound up, honestly, the Call of the Ancients ultimate was cool, but I'll be honest, I hardly ever used my ultimate. It would just be something that I would accidentally press right trigger instead of left trigger and be like, oh well.
Yeah, I literally don't even run an ult.
I just use it so because that in one of my shouts gives me a guaranteed berserking, or gives me a guaranteed berserk, so I can.
Because none of my ults outpace the damage that I can put out without them, and they have a minute-long cooldown. Like, why would I wait a minute when I can just every 10 seconds just start making everything vulnerable and destroying it?
Yeah.
But, well, alright, Mr. Poe. Well, I will probably talk to you later on then.
Alrighty, sir.
But you have a good rest of your day.
Oh yeah, will do. Doses. And then there was what? I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I really, honestly, I'll probably take a break from. Darius was a bitch. Quit capping, old lady. He will not return. I saw that man get melted like a fucking popsicle in fucking Southeast Texas weather. That man folded like a melted popsicle. But now let's go and I might actually try to do another of the dungeons. See if I can't max out my whispering trees thing. See what I can get from that. How's this guy if you want some gear? Well, no takers on the free gear, huh? Well, we'll just break down all the rares. Let's take a look at these. Nah, I already got the Dust Devil. It's not really worth it to keep that. Now this, I do kind of want the aspect from this. Because I could equip, I think actually, do I have everything? Ah, I could, I could equip it to this, because I don't really like the passive. What is the walking arsenal anyway? Is that this? So what the fuck does this do? Oh, it's for this, right? Ah, yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, we're not gonna disenchant the pants, but I will do it for the weapon though. Or we won't break that down. Holy crap, we just got 3? Let's go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go, where's the occult here? We're gonna go over here. We're gonna disenchant the pants. We're gonna re-enchant the helmet. It shouldn't cost us a lot, hopefully. It's not gonna be expensive, I don't think. It's expensive. I do not have the walking arsenal. Because if I'm going the berserking build, then it's worth it to me at least. So let's see what codexes we have we can enchant this with. This one's actually not bad. Basic skills get a 15% attack speed buff. See, now I'm kind of mad that I don't think I can go back to hell to get that whispering chest. So like, that was like a instance thing. Like I can't go back and get it because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be kind of disappointed if I can't go back and get it. I'm gonna assume probably not. That's all right. It's all right. It's not, but it's okay. Well, let's go ahead. I think I have like 1 or 2 potions left, so I'll use one of those. Hopefully that'll get us to level 50. And then I'm probably going to take a break, probably play some League. I might watch some more of Manifest. If you guys haven't seen Manifest, pretty good show. I'd highly recommend it. I highly recommend any show I watch, so. Man, we started Act 5, beat Act 5, beat Act 6, which really was kind of just the end of the game, but... Post-campaign content. Alright. Just grab the quest real quick and then I'll get out of here. Oh, you have a maximum number of side quests you can get. I'm sorry, sir. I can no longer help you. I also feel like I'm about to absolutely just wipe this dungeon. Whoop. Well, ma'am, I would help you. I can't help myself at the moment. You know, maybe if he would stop stunning me. Okay, buddy, you want to fucking stun me? Fine. Good luck. See, not only do I have Fortify, but then I also have my my barrier as well. No, I think you'd have been just fine. Still mad that I didn't get that that silent chest while I was in hell, but to be fair, I didn't grab any whispering keys like at all. If I had known that those were a thing, I might have in the beginning bought some whispering keys, but I didn't. Yuck. yeah, respecing that helmet with that fortified buff has been fantastic. I got feared and stunned at the exact same time. That's actually hilarious. Oh, maybe it's up there. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, did I just miss a section of the cave or something? Because I don't see any other prisoners to free. I think I did actually. I think it was up here. having that bleed is really nice, honestly. Plus having that fortify on my helm, that shit's insane. That's almost like a second health bar. Gives me 373 fortify damage, or 373 fortify, plus I'm getting the barrier off of my pants every 30 seconds. Now it is a lucky hit chance to get the fortified, but I'm getting that pretty often, so. No way, I didn't have my fucking potion popped. Fuck, 4K? God dang it. Literally, I think that would have been enough. That would have been enough for me to finish off that dungeon, huh? Well, let's go back to my hometown, Zarbinzet. Now see, this could be a pretty decent sword. 18 crit, I think it, yeah, it should finish on 23-4. The problem is, you get the extra damage to stunned enemies, so... Plus you get the extra stat on there, so... See, again, if the these Chaos Gauntlets, you know, just had, I don't know, like, an extra stat, like, that'd be fantastic. See, the problem is these don't have sockets. Where my my hammer has 2 sockets, and it can give me some extra critical strike damage. So I think I'll probably just wind up selling a lot of this stuff. So we've got the Tree of Whispers stuff to do. I did complete one of the dungeons already. I don't know if it's going to be worth it for me to go to tier 3 and then do it, but I feel like probably that's what I should do. I'm really just sick that I'm not level fucking 50. I was literally 4k XP off, and I'm pretty sure if I would have just used my potion, if I would have used a potion, I would have got that extra 4k experience in that dungeon, so... I was going to say, I was kind of hoping there was a Legion event. Let's actually go do that instead. It's so funny. I was literally thinking, man, I wish there was a Legion event. Or like a world event going on. I'm going to have to try to remember where it is. Because it had 19 seconds, so come on, game. Let's hurry it up. Got 19 seconds to look at the map. It's gonna be gone by the time I... Oh, there it is. I'm literally 4k off of level 50.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, I swear, whenever other players are loaded in, the game fucking freaks out. Step 1, retrieve the keys. Step 2, escape for Kuda. Oh, nice, I get the Paragon stuff now, huh? Yeek. Me and this other barbarian are just absolutely fucking this thing up. Oh shit, whoops. Better be careful. This probably isn't really worth it, to be honest. But the XP is what I needed there. Dude, if I lost a level 100 hardcore character because of disconnecting, I would actually be furious. I would feel like, in my opinion, that's a moment where, listen, if you've made it to level 100 on hardcore, I feel like if that happened, if you died because of disconnecting and you have proof, like you're streaming or something, I feel like you should be allowed, Blizzard should give you your character back. Because I feel like, now, they don't do that for RuneScape. It's actually hilarious because it happens a lot. People lose their hardcore characters all the time, but definitely I think if you lose a hardcore character because of something like disconnecting, I feel like Blizzard should give you your character back. But I will say that there is a potion that you can make on hardcore that gives you a free death. Like it's a escape death potion, I think is literally what it's called. So, to be fair, hardcore players do have that option. Now, does it require you to go grind for some materials? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I will say that does suck, honestly, that somebody lost a character because of it. But damn, that sucks ass, honestly. But like I said, you do have the option of making an escape death potion. That's crazy. I don't think I've died because of being disconnected yet. I've died because I'm an idiot, but that's that's different. My brain disconnects. Oh my god! And you know what the crazy thing is? Like getting to level 50 has taken me hours upon hours. That's hours upon hours of playing the campaign. Like, even if you were speed running the campaign, that shit would probably still take you like 7 or 8 hours to beat the campaign. I'm pretty sure. And that's knowing what you're doing. So if they know what they're doing, that's still another 7 or 8 hours they would have to sit there and play the campaign again. That's crazy. And that's level 100. It's taken me that long to get to level 50. Like, it's taken me it took me the entire 4 days. Well, to be fair, I didn't play it straight. It took me about 5. I could probably get back to level 25 in probably like 6 hours of speed running through the campaign, because there's a lot of unskippable dialogue, and like, I guess the cutscenes and stuff are skippable, so you probably could. It probably wouldn't take you that long, but that's still a long ass time. Holy shit. Damn. See, now I don't know, dude, facts. I mean, I literally don't know what I would do if that was me. I feel like that's one of those moments, like if I lost a level 100 hardcore character. See, it's not like WoW, where the level cap is 60, and playing on hardcore, like, there's little intricate things that could, like, save you. Bro, that's a quit moment. If that's me, that is a quit moment playing this game. Like, if I hit level 100 on a hardcore character and I died, even if it's from disconnecting, I would just quit. I would not play the game again. I mean, honestly, if you make it to level 100 on hardcore and you die, you're just make a new character. I know people probably the content isn't as fun, but that is crazy. Damn. I literally don't know what I would do. Literally, I think I would just stop playing the game. Like an actual quit moment in the game. I mean, I died twice on my on hardcore and decided to give it up. I think now, like, actually having played the game, I could probably go back and play hardcore and do okay. But yeah, I would definitely. That's just where I need to have like a spare PC I can just throw out the fucking window and go beat with a bat or a hammer. I need a post 50 barbarian build. It's interesting that they go Supreme Call of the Ancients, even though I think Wrath of the Berserker is better, because it gives you guaranteed berserking for 5 seconds. And then if you do damage with for the next 10 seconds, it gives you extra. I died at level 13, I think, on both characters. Actually, I can go and look. I can actually go and look because when you die on hardcore, it puts your characters into the Hall of Fallen Heroes, I think. I can actually go and look at both of them. Literally, the funny thing is, when I look at it, both my characters died around the exact same time, exact same play time. Oh, actually, my bad. Okay. Yeah, both at level 13, I think. And around the same playtime. So, it was about 3 hours on each character. I think one was 2 hours and 46 minutes. The other was 2 hours and like 50 something minutes, like 59 minutes. My bad, it's actually... it's in here somewhere. I can tell you that. Ah, here it is. Following characters. Yeah, 2 hours 56 and 2 hours 49. To be fair, I also did not know what I was doing at this time or how to play the game. So, looking back on it now, I don't know if there's really anything that I could have done because the Barbarian is stupid weak in the beginning of the game. Even with your shouts, it's still really, really difficult. I also wasn't paying attention to enemy levels, so I just ran into an area that had enemies that were like 5 levels higher than me, and I wound up dying. So I wonder what they put the utility of the Grasping Wind on. You know, actually, it's pretty funny too because the account that I got farther on had less playtime than the account that had had more playtime on it. I think I would definitely go back and play a hardcore character now. I think I didn't really know what I was doing in the beginning, so I didn't really understand how the character was supposed to be played, so I didn't have like any shouts or anything. Now, when I did it the second time I knew what I was doing, and I was just, wasn't paying attention to certain enemies' levels, and then all of a sudden I got frozen and then one shot by an enemy, and I was like, oh. Raid leader only heals my allies, huh? Why did I not notice that? Damn, 3 of the items are uniques. Fuck. See, the worst part is like the best aspects to get for the barbarian is all they're all just random chance legendary item drops. So like a legendary item could will just randomly have that aspect on it. So it's like fuck, I don't want to like waste it. Like if I get it one time, and I use it on something, I'll have to find it again. I wonder if there's gonna be a way to dupe stuff. Let's see. Grasping Whirlwind would be nice to have. But yeah, there's like 1, 2, like 3 or 4 different aspects that are needed for like end game. So you path to the right side to get the glyph socket. Let's take a look at that. Oh my god. If I could show you how big the fucking glyph board is. Jesus. So that's just one board. There's like a fucking million of these There's 3 of them, I think. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards. Okay, so I get 2 points, so we can go this one, and then we'll go this one. We're gonna build up this way. Although I guess it doesn't really matter which way you go. You go this way, and then up this way. Then we go straight up until we hit. It's the Mind Explosion one. Yeah, it's this one. No. this one, and until we get the socket, the glyph socket. Dude, there's so much in the game. Like, I'm at level 50, and I'll be honest, I can tell you that I haven't even experienced like half the game yet. Like, the campaign is at most, if you speed ran through the campaign, you could probably beat the campaign in like 7 hours. It's probably 7 or 8 hours. Like, if you knew what you were doing, you could probably do it in about 8 hours. And if you had other people, like, if you had somebody else playing with you and helping you through, like me and John were doing he was doing Necromancer, I was doing Barbarian. If it was both of us playing through the campaign together, I think you can play together. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you could probably speed run through the campaign, but playing by myself, it did take me a while, and I did die a few times. I think really just like knowing how the game works is like really just the thing that makes it the easiest. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it for me for now. Finally hit level 50. Finally beat the campaign. I want to do some more of the Whispers of the Dead stuff just so I can grind for some more gear. But I think I'm gonna hop to world tier 3. Incomplete whisper progress. So I'm gonna have. I'll probably finish the. I'll probably finish the whisper bar I've already got. It's only gonna take me one more dungeon, but I'll finish that and then I'll probably hop to world tier 3, so I can start running some nightmare dungeons and getting more legendary gear. I know I've been told there's also sacred gear now, so there's another thing to add in there just to get us some more material, some more crafting material, because that's what I really need is like crafting material right now, because I don't have a lot, because I used a lot of it for upgrading my the stuff that I have. Which once I got to endgame, I was just breezing through the game. Like it was pretty much almost impossible for me to die towards the end of the game. So